pioneers needed to use to spy. Do you know who the pioneers were? Pioneers were the first white people who lived in this area. They were usually called the Europeans. They started moving here about 1909. Indian people of the Beaver and Cree tribes lived up here long before any white people came, but the white people were the ones who started building roads and homes and businesses. When pioneers moved up here, there were no cars and no stores. People didn't have any electricity for lights and no inside water for showers and washing dishes. When the pioneers moved here, they had to bring everything they needed with them. They brought enough food to feed their families for a year. They brought clothes, furniture, and farm equipment. Inside they had a stove to cook on and beds to sleep on. They kept their food inside it, and sometimes the whole family would have to live in it for 3 or 4 months. In the winter, it was built on skis and pulled over the snow by oxen. This is a small caboose to show you what the real ones might have looked like inside. When the pioneers arrived in this area, they started building homes like this one. They would cut down trees and build a log cabin to live in. Anything the pioneers needed that they couldn't build, they had to bring with them. Sometimes people would bring pianos on their wagons just to have something to do on long winter nights. Pioneers had to be creative. They had to learn to make things they needed. They didn't have much money, and they didn't have a store where they could buy things, so they had to learn how to do things for themselves. Look at this bed. It's handmade. Someone built it with pieces of lumber and rawhide. Does it look comfortable? It's using a flour sack for cloth. This is a dress a pioneer woman made from a flour sack. Pioneers knew how to make their own butter and ice cream, and they even knew how to make their own soap. Pioneer children didn't have television or radios, so they had to make up their own games, and sometimes even their own toys. Now that you've seen how the pioneers lived, you're going to learn how to be one. The museum's volunteers are going to show you some of the things pioneers used to do. I hope you have a lot of fun being a pioneer.